Welcome to this quick overview of Smart Notebook, which is a whiteboarding piece of software for when you're plugging in your computer, whether that's a Windows or a Mac. So in this case here, I have made sure I've plugged in my computer and I have made sure it is downloaded and I've got that straight in my computer here. So I'm just going to check that download briefly. So I'm going to click on the Start menu and scroll all the way down to where it says Smart Technologies. If you've got that, if you've got Smart Notebook, you're good to go. If you haven't, either it's a free download, just Google download Smart Notebook. That'll be down there and you can download that one. Of course, if you need to pass it on to your IT team, there is like a central file, an MSI file, where you can push that out and everyone can have that as well. It is a free download. There is no subscription required when you're using it on a smartboard, but with the subscription, you will get access to a few extra things, and of course into Lumia as well. But today, we're not going to touch on any of those points there as well. Maybe save that for another day. So, Smart Notebook. What is it? What does it do? Why should I use it? Ultimately, it is that whiteboarding piece of software with so many tools within it. In this video, we'll just look at the first three, but I've got the movement of any of these objects, the fact that I can pick up the pen and just write on one of these. And then if students want to be moving them and writing at the same time, then absolutely they can do within Notebook. And then it's very much how you're building your lesson and how you're using that as a tool to really support the engagement that is happening within your classroom. So just one example on here, might be kind of more of a younger setting here. Actually, we're counting in 5 coins. So 5, 10, 15 on here. I can just drag those on there. And then with my pen here, I can go count on there, write 15p, and I'm done. Nice and easy to do that. So that's something I could, for example, it was in PowerPoint with click, 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 click. But actually, I can show it, I can demonstrate it on here. And then if I'm wanting to kind of change that in the moment, I can just, with that large object, rob that out, move another coin, count on again, and now that's 20p as an example. So it's a very much hands-on, engaging, doing things here. These coins here were just copied and pasted from online, same as my number line. So you can add in any of the content that you would, same way as you would build any other file. Another example might be something like this, when actually you're bringing students together, and because you've got so many points of touch on your smartboard, actually I can do those at once. One can be rubbing out, rubbing out, but at the same time as moving that object. If I'm wanting to circle that one, so that the technology isn't getting in the way. Have as many children as you want coming to do this. I guarantee you that elbows will get in the way before the touch points. So come and explore, come and have a move with that. This background itself here is in the gallery. I'll come and show you that in a moment. Just one final, as an example here, I think it's really nice to be able to demonstrate and show these things to the students. And that construction of it is something like this. So if we're looking to try and measure this angle here, I've got my protractor. My protractor, if I just delete that one for now and show you where I got that from, up at the top here, there's my measuring tools, and there's my protractor. So then I can move that. I can make it a bit smaller because that's quite big, move it into the right place. And then by clicking on it, you can see this line here appears. And then move that round to the exact angle I want, export the angle, and that's that one. And whilst we're at it, let's just try and do the opposite as well. So then I can export that one, move that out of the way. I can see that that angle goes there, that angle goes there. And then we can have that conversation about adding them together. We can see that the road is obviously 180. Any way you want to, even coming to the fact of this angle here, I can then duplicate it. So I can clone it, spin that around, and put that one there. And then I could do the same for that one as well. So you're then construction, the students can actually see the practical examples of this rather than you just revealing the answers. And that doing, that making is something that supports so many different styles of learning in that sense there. So a great way of using and exploring the software to do that. So if I just add in a blank page at the top here, and then at the side here, I've got a gallery. Now in your gallery, you've got loads of resources within here. I'm just going to click on these ready-made resources and go to the graphic organizer. And within here, I'm just going to pick one that I like. And I'm actually going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And surprise, surprise, picking that Venn diagram, the one that we saw before, I've got use of that. Have an explore to see what is in here. Some of them are going to be really useful for you. Some of them you think, oh, that's not right for my learners, for my subject. But just to be able to have these and bring these up into the classroom, nice and easy, I can then add those to my lesson and they're all there for me. So some great ways of actually just getting examples and bringing that structure and bringing that plan to it rather than always going from that quite daunting blank canvas itself here from there. So have a play in the gallery as well. You'll find things like clocks, timers, spinners, squared paper, line paper, loads of things like that itself. Just search at the top and you'll find all those examples there. As well as that, just other one quick thing we'll have a look at today. So we've looked at why we're looking at Notebook, that movement, that discovery, that active learning for the students. We've looked at the gallery to bring in lots of objects itself. And then finally, we're just going to look at some different pens at the top here. There's loads of different cool pens to play with these. Sometimes it's just mixing it up and chewing it in a different way. So it might be changing the color of these pens. It might be using like a calligraphic pen in red so I can get that nice handwriting style. It might be that I'm using my highlighter and when it's draw a straight line or whatever it might be, I can use that. My couple of my personal favorites are this shape recognition pen. So I can have those shapes written and they do then snap to grid. Just to take that a little bit further, now it is a triangle. If I click on it, what you'll notice in this menu here, it just gives you different options, like showing your vertices, like showing your internal angles. So I can now see that they are all equal, is an equilateral triangle. But then these can move around here as well. So some quite nice little bits and pieces. If you do a circle as well, you can divide that shape up and lots of different things within there. So have an explore and see what those pens might do for you as well. So going back to where we started being Smart Notebook, it is that software that enables that movement, enables that engagement for all the learners as well. So hopefully that's a quick introduction to it, to go and have a bit of a play, see what's right for you as well. And once you've got started, the next video will take you to a bit more depth, and we'll have a look at all of the different buttons and see where you can go next for that. Have fun playing. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.